Right, so the other day after so I had the hiccup with the blue trailer, went out fertiliser with Keith, been fertilising most of the week, come back, turned the trailer around in here, sun was low in the sky, couldn't really see anything. This is the only thing parked in this barn. I turned around with the trailer, back up, and I'm not joking, I hit the only thing in here. I don't know what is going on at the minute. Snap that bit clean off. Then I had an absolute nightmare. So I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, how am I going to get around this one? No chance. So Matt's going to learn to weld on this, and I'm going to put that back right. I don't know what's going on. I can't seem to get away from hitting things at the minute. I'm really not trying to do it on purpose, but I was pretty annoyed at the time, so I didn't even put the camera on. Then I'd done that, can't get away from it, got to fix it. Then I went and took the teleport around to the fueling station, fueled up, put the fuel nozzle back, left the cap off the fuel thing. Luckily little Andrew spotted it before I moved it. Then the farmer says to me, oh, go and check the cows, just see if anything's going on, there's one mooing about. So I go around there, there's a cow with a bubble, so I'm thinking, right, she's about to have a calf. But there's a brand new calf stood next to her, and there's another cow behind her mooing about, saying that the calf that was stood there was hers. And she comes over, she's licking it all, she's smothering it, and I'm thinking, right, the calf's obviously wandered over to the other cow, and the other cow is about to, hang on, yeah, and they're mixed up. Basically, they're mixed up. So we put one in the pen, thinking she was going to have a calf, because she had a bubble there, so she was going to have one. It was completely the wrong way round. The one that was in there, the one with the bubble actually had the calf, and the other one hadn't, and did drop the calf later on that night. It was, yeah, I couldn't have got it more wrong. And I'd literally just driven in the yard. I've been here like 5 minutes. Smacked that, left the cap off, and got the wrong call on the cows. I'm not having the best of weeks. Right, I am going to try and make it through the day without knocking things off. So farmer is going to show us around his sprayer now, and that'll be this video on the Hardi sprayer, new Hardi sprayer. Right, let's go. The guys from Hardi came yesterday, and well, first of all, let's just have a look at Pete's. So the farmer's changing his sprayer over to the 6480. The people from Hardi have been down. They were here yesterday, all day yesterday till 9 o'clock. So he was here at 8 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. And he got everything done apart from one little bit. So hats off to that guy. If you're watching, mate, nice one. Cheers for that. So Peter started off by making the frame for the front tank. It's a nice little setup. It'll never move, and probably never ever come off until we change the sprayer again now. So this tractor will solely be used as the spraying tractor. The farmer does a lot of spraying. So I didn't realise it was going to be such a big job. I just thought they hooked the back up, a couple of pipes, done. But no, they were there all day yesterday. So yeah, hats off to them. We've actually got the old one sat there, so we can have a look at the old one as well. But this new one, it sits on the back there. Everything's tucked in out the way, and it looks really nice. Really, that's a really good setup, we think. You've got a little washing down bit on the back. I'll get the farmers to walk around it. I don't really, I haven't got a clue what I'm on about. But there's some lovely little things Peter's done here. Peter's made a couple of brackets. So off the other side of the frame here, he's made a bracket for the pipes. Another bracket on the side. I know some of you are like that. That's bolted to the engine mount, and yeah, just holds everything nice and tidy out the way. They go down and they run under the tractor there. Farmer's going to open it up for us so we see how it opens up. I'll just take you around the old one and show you what it looks like. It was connected to the old 6270. So we're going to use that tractor as one of our tractors now, so you'll see that a bit more. That's the old setup. Well, farmer's coming over. How long did you have that one?
I've had it for 8 years, 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
And the issues are the booms, the way they're configured like that, are wrapped up around the cab.
Yeah.
So, which doesn't really matter until you're on the roads with potholes.
Yeah.
And then they bounce, bend your mirrors. The sprayer sways from side to side because there's no stabilising bars. So
Right.
it used to swing from one side to the other, and the moment that those old tractors are great because they've got no cab suspension.
Yeah.
If you've got a tractor with cab suspension where the cab moves as well,
Yeah.
you're going to have, you're always going to have a clash with the cab with the booms.
But in terms of what it did,
It's fantastic sprayer.
yeah.
It's never let us down. In 8 years, I think I've lost 4 hours max.
Really?
It has never ever let me down. That's why I've gone for another Hardi.
Yeah.
The one before it was exactly the same.
Yeah.
That was exactly the same.
Did you have any issues with the booms at all? Any issues?
One or two little cracks on the boom, but we have done some rough work with it as well.
Yeah.
So that is, nobody would spray the amount we sprayed with it. That's done 110,000 acres.
What? That's the amount of spraying it's
Yeah.
done? Oh wow.
So, and we've lost 4 hours.
Yeah.
So there ain't going to be,
Right.
you could spend 200,000 quid on a sprayer and
Yeah.
you will not get that level of performance out of it.
That's good. Why?
The issues with it are the booms, and it's just where they ran the cab. There's no other issues with it.
Yeah.
And it's still working. I could hook on that now and go spraying. It's a fantastic machine.
Yeah.
It is a fantastic machine.
And that's a Mega as well as this one. This one's a Mega as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, there's nothing much. The basics of that is the same as that. The way it runs, this is much better machine. It's got a bigger capacity pump.
So it'll suck in quicker.
Everything. It's
Yeah.
it's a high capacity pump. The filtration system on it is better.
Yeah. And the package is better as well. You can see that.
Yeah.
can't you?
The
Much
booms,
tidier.
the booms are where we're going. But right, I was going to have when I bought that sprayer, I was going to have these booms.
Yeah.
But they got some issues with these booms, and because I knew 1 or 2 people that were dealing with it,
Yeah.
they were good enough to tell me that.
Yeah.
So 2 years later down the line, they got the boom sorted, and I didn't want to change it after 2 years.
No.
But everything is stronger, Matt. If you look at the links and where these open up and where they lock, you look at even just the brake backs.
Yeah.
You see that point there,
Yeah.
where the almost that little union and the joint, all of this, the tie bars, everything is much stronger.
So they
You
beefed
look
it
at the
all up.
ones on this sprayer. Oh Christ, it's a different animal. And I was having no trouble with this one.
Yeah.
So look at this link here compared to what we've just looked at.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That doesn't look mad enough, does it?
It's an M10. And I've had no issues with it because I don't wrap it round trees and round bulbs.
Yeah. They don't look man enough, do
No,
they?
well it isn't. Top and bottom of it.
No.
But I've had no issues with that. So with that, I shouldn't get any issues. That is 3 times as strong.
What's your tank on this one?
1200 litres.
To 1500?
That's a 1500.
So it's heavier?
Yeah, it's a bit heavier, and it's a heavier sprayer.
Yeah.
I can see it's built a bit better. Very rare do I take it off, Matty, but that I can basically just sit straight on the floor. So I haven't got to mess about with these silly stands underneath.
Yeah.
Which I was having issues with the tyres when we changed our tyres. I was then having issues getting the stands where we wanted them because the tyres were a bit narrower, they wouldn't go under, blah blah blah. It was a right
So
pain.
that one just sits straight on the floor?
That one I could sit straight down on the deck without too many issues at all. That is literally sit down. I could unhook that in 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
The front tank would stay on, but we could unhook the sprayer, which I do. When we, if we were sort of a tractor when we were going rolling and stuff like that, 'cause it's always on the 800 tyres at that time of year.
Yeah.
I could go rolling.
Yeah.
And okay, I've got the front tank on this a bit of weight, but what would the tank weigh? 3/4 of a tonne less than that, probably the front tank.
Yeah. So your man came yesterday. What was taking so long? Why did it take all day to hook up?
Because they were sorting pipe work out on the sprayer.
Yeah.
The sprayer wasn't plumbed for a front tank.
Right.
What Graham was saying yesterday, of course, is that there were ways that they could put T's in that and leave it ready plumbed for a front tank if the Hardi. But not everybody runs with a front tank.
Yeah.
But they could, you know, what you would say, installation would be half the time.
Yeah.
Little things, we wanted 2-inch banjos for filling. We didn't want the German system with the screw caps.
Yeah.
So they changed that. They made everything quick release, so on cam locks, so we can just take it off. It will take us quick on and off.
Yeah.
They've got the only issue with it now, they need to get the GPS to read the speed.
Yeah.
Because this one, the original one, run on a wheel sensor.
Yeah.
And this one is running on GPS.
And that affects your flow rate for your...
Yeah, it's for the variable flow rate. And they haven't got that going. It's the only thing. But if I want to go spraying today, I could.
Yeah.
It would be old.
It's not going to stop you at the moment.
Well,
so.
You would go by kilometres per hour.
Yeah.
And then look at the bar you're putting on, because there's a gauge on there. It says the pressure.
Yeah.
And top and bottom of it, because I know what I know. If you run at 12k 3 bar,
yeah,
you're going to be putting on 100 litres.
Yeah.
With the given nozzles I've got.
Yeah, so you can use it as is at the moment,
yeah,
and they'll come back
if we want to go spraying today, we can.
Yeah.
There's no issues.
They'll sort that pretty
You've got
quick.
everything going. You've got no leaks on it.
You got something else on the back of there that you haven't got on yours, and what's this?
Yeah, there's a wash reel on the back to wash off.
What are all these green taps?
Right, they're basically the electro valves for on and off. So what's in there, Matt, is that's just an electric valve that turns that section off. So that's your boom sections, basically.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
So there's 8 boom sections, and that's just the flow. That tells you the flow that's going through the manifold. The main on and off is just there, so that will turn on and off the whole lot.
Yeah.
It's got recirculating booms, primed booms, ready to, so everything is primed, ready to go.
Wow.
It's a lot stronger machine. They've changed the back, so we haven't got these silly wheels that they run up on the side.
Yeah.
So this just runs up and down on the steel, on the frame, with wear pads very similar to you know, like a Mano 2 telescopic boom.
Yeah.
That's what it runs on. Much better filtration system, mate. They've got filters on the lines. The main filters, I've got to look because I'm just following my nose. That's the main filter now. That is 5-6 times bigger than the one we took off.
Really?
Oh Christ, that's mental.
What we got here?
That's a clean water tank.
Oh, okay.
For washing out.
Yeah.
So that's our clean water tank. There's a system on it that we can fill that from this side. We can just. I haven't got it on there because he forgot to bring it with him, but there's basically a hose lock go on that. So on the hose lock we've got on the Bowser, we can plug it onto that and fill our tank.
Oh, sweet.
Without going around the other side.
Yeah. On the other one, we'd just pump it in with the hose, wouldn't we?
Yeah, and we probably, you know, if that's not
Quicker.
there, we will. That needs something on the end of that. That is basically the tank up the front is for your hand wash.
Oh,
There's a tap there.
Yeah.
That's your tap. And it comes out there to wash your hands.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good. It's all good.
And this is your chemical bit. Is this the same as
the
your other one?
induction hopper, exactly the same. And that's good hopper. That's fantastic.
Yeah, you like that,
The
don't you?
only thing that
What's
does
this?
concern me a little tiny bit, that's for gloves and your PPE.
Oh, you got some stuff in there.
Yeah, a few spare nozzles.
Oh, cool.
The induction nozzles. So those little bits. Let me just show you. Okay, we've got 2 types of nozzle there. This one he's put on because he's telling me this is a better nozzle than I've been using.
Yeah.
It's a low drift, and I haven't got. Yeah, okay. They're different colour, but it's the same principle. This is what I've been using. So these low drift ones, you can tell because they've got the cutout.
Yep.
That orifice there is slightly bigger than that orifice there.
Right.
So what it does, it reduces the pressure. As it's going through, it just reduces the pressure, and they're called low drift. And in a bit windier conditions, I use those all the time. I would use these purple ones all the time. They're 025s.
Yeah.
I could spray 90% of my spraying like that.
Yeah.
If you want to get onto desiccating rape stuff like this, you can't. You can't get enough water on. And what I'll do, I will probably change. Even the red ones will probably change for something a bit a brown one that I can get a higher rate on.
Yeah. What's your other one then? You got
Right.
three, yeah?
Basically, this is low drift. I call that low drift. But
Yeah.
he's telling this is air induction, and it's because of this difference in. You see the length in there.
Yeah, yeah.
So it lowers the pressure even more.
Oh, okay.
So that would be even lower drift than that.
Okay.
He's telling me to use those, not these.
So you got something there you can try
Yeah.
and see how you get on.
And you can just go in a little bit breezier conditions.
So if it's a little bit windy, you can
As
use.
you well know, none of us ever spray in high conditions.
No, it's got to be dead.
The conditions are always perfect.
Exactly.
That thing will fetch this out. So if you get a problem, you put that in there,
Yeah.
turn that. There's your little section, and that's your nozzle.
Oh, so
And
cleaning out.
a standard nozzle would look like that.
Yeah.
So you could use that as a standard 04 nozzle like that.
Yeah. And just put a different cap in there.
That yeah, you don't put a different one, mate. But that if you took that out, that's what it would do. But like that, you
Oh,
put
I
the cap
see,
back in,
Yeah.
and there's no issues with that then, Matt. The
Yeah.
cap fits in,
Sweet.
and that's how they are. They're good. And they are bloody good. They are fantastic. It
Yeah.
doesn't alter the pattern too much, and the only thing it would do, and you have to be a bit aware of it, it would make the droplets a bit coarser.
Yeah.
So as long as you can go at the right speed, you've got no issues, to be honest.
No.
And I could slow on those. If the drill's catching you up with Roundup, and you've got a day that you think, Christ, I can't go spraying Roundup in this, you could lower the rate, slow the speed down, and you could get some on. You could get in for a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying in a howling gale because that's ridiculous, but
No.
you very, very rare. In fact, I would say almost, because I suppose we use a knob of it, you wouldn't have the drill sat still because you couldn't get Roundup on, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It would have to be pretty dire for us to get to that.
Yeah.
But it's good, I'm chuffed with it.
And your boom goes up and down.
Yeah,
Is it auto, is it? So
yeah, basically the boom is locked in at the top there. There's two pins, I'll show you in a second. I'll unlock it. You lift it up literally out of the cradle where that V is.
Yeah.
Just lift it out, let them down, and then it will unfold in sections.
And is it self-leveling, this one?
Yep, it will self-level. You can pick the booms up independently either side, so if you've got obstacles to go around.
Yep.
He's telling me if I lock it, I can fold one side of the boom in to go around telegraph poles.
Really?
The one question I didn't ask him is whether I can use it at 12 metres. That one there I could leave folded exactly like it was.
Yeah.
I could just open the sections and I could spray at 12 metres.
Really?
I don't know whether I can this one.
Well, you'd be able to shut the sections off, surely.
You can shut the sections off, Matt, but whether I can leave the booms folded up to go to 12
Oh,
metres.
I see, yeah.
And actually at 9:30 last night I sort of lost the will to live, and
No, he was dedicated, wasn't he, the old
yes, he
boy?
was dedicated.
Yeah, no.
Fair play to him.
Yeah.
He was determined to get it done.
Yeah, he did well.
And
So why didn't we buy a buggy over a system like this?
price.
So
Price, the main thing,
yeah,
and a buggy will not travel where these are travelling.
no,
On, you know what our ground's like, and I could literally travel on a jelly.
yeah. And you've already got the
I
tractor.
might not be taking a full tank, but we go and not make a mess.
Yeah.
Um,
What do those buggies hold?
I can honestly tell you, I've never been stuck. And I know, even in this spring, this year, when we were spraying the ground off ready for drilling, we would have been on a lot of land at least 10 days later spraying with a buggy.
Yeah.
Any buggy.
Really? And they're massive money, aren't they?
They're
What we're
huge
talking?
money.
100,000 for a buggy.
No,
isn't it?
much
More?
more than that, yeah.
Yeah.
Much more than
So this is a pretty. That'll do well,
that.
won't
The
it?
tractor's paid for. If you want to drop it off, my thought process always at the start was you'd have got a spare tractor.
Yeah.
But you know what I know, the spraying never comes off.
No.
We may take off to go rolling
Yeah.
if I'm looking for a job and I've got that inclination.
Yeah.
But you have got a spare tractor if you want it, but invariably we don't take it off, to be truthful. The sprayer, that in essence is a self-propelled sprayer because we just don't take it off.
No.
And ultra reliable.
Yeah, these 6.4, they never go wrong.
You don't have a problem. You don't have a problem with a tractor,
No.
looked after. You know, you might have a few issues with fuel and stuff like this, and you're going to have whatever engine, but because we look after them, they're serviced, we don't have a problem.
No.
We don't have hydrostatic motors going and stuff like this.
No.
Should
we have a look in the cab?
I'm not poo-pooing anybody that has a buggy now.
No.
That's totally, you know, that's a preference. That's where we are.
Yeah.
We did have one years ago. That's what we ran. We ran these low ground pressure buggies years ago. But
Should we have a look in the cab?
Yeah.
You can talk us through the cab.
And I have looked at them since.
Oh, it's very.
Smells nice.
Very clean in here.
Smells nice. Right, what do we want to know, mate?
What is everything?
Right, electric steering wheel.
Yep.
That's for the GPS.
Yep.
Basically, that's with Topcon screen. Runs all on that. We've got some tidying up here to do because basically we were at 9:30 last night. This was all tidy, and he was trying to get the box, the Hardi box, to read the GPS. And that was what they couldn't get it to configure. So joystick mat is basically them in boom sections.
Yep.
On and off.
Yep.
The up and down of the boom. That lifts one side of the boom.
Yep.
That lifts the other.
So if you're going up a bank,
if you're going up a bank or you're on a bit of a tilt, that actually moves your boom, the whole boom, so it will go all one way or the other, and then it will find its level.
Yeah.
This lifts the individual section of the boom, so that will lift left hand side of the boom, lift it up, right hand side of the boom, lift it up.
Oh, smart.
So I can lift one or the other, and then if we get to obstacles, we can fold the boom in, we can fold one side in on this side, one side in on that side. That is the functions for the pressure up and down. They use this because you can see the icon there of the trailed sprayer, so there's a lot of stuff on that box that I don't need.
Yeah. Because
it's all to do with trailed sprayers.
Yeah, I see.
So I don't need a button like that. Locks your boom, that's your on and off. But for me, basically I need that section there.
Yeah.
That's the section I will need.
Yeah.
That is the tracking on a sprayer, I would imagine. I have no idea what this is on the sprayers.
It looks like section control for a trail one.
There's to do with auto control as well, I can see that, but basically I've got all that in the box. This I have not got my head round yet, but I will do. Give me a day.
That's the main computer for the sprayer, is it?
Yeah, basically that comes up on the screen. That will take a second, but we'll film that in a minute, Matty.
Yeah.
This has just got to be tidied up because Graham had that tidy, but then he was messing with plugs under here, so he shifted it all. But they will get that sorted. Monday, Tuesday, they'll get that sorted.
With your toggles there, you could just so say you're coming into a V.
Yeah.
You can toggle them off.
Yeah.
As you come into it.
Yeah.
So if you haven't got auto, what is it called?
Auto section. Yeah, we can configure all of that as well on the box.
Yeah.
I haven't done it this time purely because it was a time issue.
Yeah.
And I could see we were going to run out of time.
But you can add to it with this machine, can't
you?
Oh
yeah, but it's all there.
Yeah.
They basically everything is in there to do it.
Yeah.
But it was a time scale of getting the sprayers swapped over, getting us going again.
So you can have the computer do it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But with those toggles, you can do it by
right.
yourself.
My thought process is, when we get to November, Matt, the sprayer will be stood up.
Yeah.
And they can mess about them for 2 months if they want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
There might be odd bits to spray November, December. There'll be a bit of curb, stuff like this on oilseed rape.
Yeah.
But invariably from November to January, you're not doing a great deal with the sprayer.
Yeah. So they can go.
There's a huge section of time there.
Yeah.
At this end of the year, when they were looking to change it, the sole reason we've changed it, I don't mind telling you, is because they gave me a good deal on a sprayer. Graham and Dale, the lad we deal with, rang me and said, look, we've got this deal, do you want to go with it? And it was just, yeah, let's crack on, because we were looking to change it anyway, so yeah, it's good.
Sweet, right.
And we'll be happy, it'll be fine.
So we'll unfold it and see what it looks like, and that'll do, won't it?
Let's go and do it.
go. So that's how she operates. Lifting her up and down. It's gonna jump out, hopefully tell me what's going on.
Alright?
Yeah.
Right. What he was messing with last night, he was putting these jets to show me the difference between this jet, which is the low drift, to these ones, and even I could see the difference in. It's got clean water in it, so we don't need gloves, mate.
Yeah.
The difference in them, but I'm going to put it all back to that so that when I jump on it, because I will forget, because I will use it on the nozzles that I know for a start.
Yeah. Just to get your head around the machine.
Once I've got my head around the machine, we'll be rocking and rolling. They're nicely protected up in there, Matt, because even whatever you do, that is set up an inch above. That's quite nice. I like that.
How were they before? Hanging down?
No. They got those silly bloody bits of thing that just guided the boom. Do those bits of wire that are hanging down on the side, which were great. Actually, they weren't a disaster because you could use them as a guide.
Yeah.
But this is okay. I'm quite chuffed with this. We've got that one on.
What will it use instead then? How does it know if this is, if you're going on uneven ground and this is about to touch a crop?
Well, I actually think being a professional driver will be where it all stems from.
Yeah.
And when I've got the boom wrapped around the back of the machine, I'll be like, yeah, that's too low.
Yeah.
I'm chuffed, mate.
Yeah.
There's one or two little things. I can see those blocks that they've got to stand it on are a bit low.
Yeah.
And we might take those off. I think they're a removable block, mate.
Yeah.
They're great.
So these blocks under here, they'll catch on the
low.
They'll catch on the crop, won't they?
Yeah. And also, if you get in a bit of a wet hole, mate, they'll act like an anchor.
Yeah.
So I would probably take those off.
Yeah.
But as for the rest, it's very, very simple, to be truthful.
Yeah.
The locks on the booms go over centre, so they basically come round and they just flip over centre, lock on. They've also got a lock on here, I've noticed, which I hadn't seen. This little ram was working. I could see when it opened up. It worked as a secondary catch, so that opens and it holds the boom stable.
So rigid, yeah.
Rigid. So that's obviously a huge improvement. Then as the boom's getting lighter, they can use it just as an over centre catch.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It's a different boom to what I've been used to, but it's fine.
yeah.
The other thing as well, what I've just noticed, when we opened it then, it does open at 12 metres.
Yeah.
So I can use it at 12 and 24.
Where's 12? Is 12 here?
Yeah, on that point there, yeah. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't very often need it,
No.
but sometimes people will ask me to do a horse paddock or something like this, or even a narrow. Or one girl up in the village has got a very, very narrow field that actually you can't get the 24 metres down.
No.
So,
Oh, sweet.
that'll be fine.
That's good. Right, we'll leave it there then, and we'll do a video, won't we? Once you're all sorted, and we'll go out and we'll show you what we're using and over the fields and put the drone up and stuff like that. So that'll do.
It will never look as clean as that again.
No. No, it won't look as clean as that. No. Sweet. Right, thanks, farmer. Nice one.
Obviously, when the boom comes round, it catches the booms. It's pretty well thought out.
Yeah, there's a lot of engineering there, isn't there? Look at that.
Yeah.
Sweet. Right, that'll do.
Yeah, good night. Fold it up.
Yeah, we'll fold it up. So we'll just show you it folding up, and that'll do for this video. And that'll be we're gonna do a separate video of when I'll show you section by section. tilt button, obviously. There we go. See that little hook in there as it comes round will catch onto the those rubber pins up there lock into this slot here, so it sits in the V and the pin goes down, and that's what locks them up. Transport mode, so as you come down with the sprayer now, that locks them in. And now on the in transport mode, that cannot move now. It can't open. Everything's locked together. Yeah, should be a good unit. Right. Anyway, that is going to be a separate little video on the Hardi sprayer. And yeah, once the farmer's had a good go on it, we will go out with him and we'll go and have a look at how he sprays and what he sprays and why he sprays and all that. So yeah, thanks for watching. As always, give us a subscribe if you can, and hit the like button, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers. One last thing on this sprayer, the right, if you have a look, there's a little yellow mark, and basically to unfold it you have to lift it up, but the farmer was just saying you don't know how far to lift it up. So at the top there you've got an oval shaped like an oval shaped hole in the bit of plate there. As you lift the machine up, the yellow mark will come past the hole, and you can see it from the cab, and that's how you know when you can it's safe to unfold. Because if you try to unfold, you bend the pins that are locked in. So you lift the entire machine up, the peg comes up with it into the folding mark. Right, I can unfold now. Yeah, that's it.